Cars and Coffee Las Vegas once again. Boy, we sure had a lot of ponies out here. Not talking about Mustang ponies, but we're certainly talking about the Ferrari ponies. And, thanks to Lindsey, he actually brought some of his friends and cadre from the Ferrari Club.
Ferrari Club of Las Vegas, correct.
So, holiday season, you guys brought out mostly red, but I see we've got a bright, beautiful yellow one. Matches a little bit of your jacket. That's perfect.
Yellow is the new red.
Why today did you guys, come out to the Cars and Coffee?
We haven't been out here to support you enough, and we had our holiday party last night, and we organized, and we actually decided to bring some of the ponies out, as you called them. Most of our club members don't believe in what they call garage queens, and we like to drive them. And one of the fellows even brought the La Ferrari, which is a several $million car today.
Yeah, we're really happy to see that. Now, tell me a little bit about this beauty, because I got to tell you, while the new Ferraris certainly tug at my heartstrings, some of those older 80s, that's really what we first saw in the 80s with, there was a detective show. What was that?
I think it was called Magnum PI, probably the most recognizable Ferrari, the 308, in the general public's eye, and it definitely put Ferrari on the map.
What have you got here?
So today I brought out my 98 355. It's the first year they put an actual racing F1 transmission in the car. I've had the car about 4 years, and I've had a lot of fun with it.
Now, is this a garage queen for you? Because it looks beautifully shiny and all, but I've seen you on a few drives.
Yes, no, I like to drive it. I'm choosy on when and where I drive it, but it definitely gets out and gets exercised.
Tell me a little bit about the engine on this.
So the 355, the designation actually is 3.5 liter V8. It's an inline V8. And the second 5 actually means 5 valves per cylinder. So with the modifications I've done to this, it's putting out about 440 horses. So it scoots. It's a lot of fun to drive.
Now, most of these supercars now have all-wheel drive and paddles and on all sorts of nannies. How about this particular one?
This one is a rear-wheel drive car, but as I said, it is an F1 transmission, so there's not a third pedal, as we call it. It's called a two-pedal car. So even though it sounds like an automatic, it's actually a racing automatic transmission.
Now, how different is this transmission from some of the newer dual clutch transmissions that you see out now?
Well, this one is actually, as I'd already mentioned, the very first one. So it's crude. It doesn't do any RPM matching automatically, whereas the new Porsches, Lamborghinis, and Ferraris have what they call a dual clutch system. So it's much faster in shifting. Quite a bit of difference when you drive the first year of an F1 and the latest dual clutch one.
This particular one, is this a pretty common Ferrari color?
Lately, as I said, yellow is the new red, so it's becoming more and more popular. I have another Ferrari at home which is red, so I have the ketchup and mustard together.
Now, what does Ferrari call this color?
I'm sorry, I don't remember exactly what they call it. I call it a fly yellow, but there is a specific name, and I can't remember what the name is.
Now, is this the same yellow that you see on some of the modern Ferraris, or do they change the color a bit?
Even in the reds, they vary a little bit from model to model, year to year, but I think they've kept it pretty true as far as not a mustard yellow, but more of a bright, as I mentioned, fly yellow.
Now, this is a proper mid-engine car, I take it?
Correct. It is a mid-engine car.
Is there, much trunk space in the front or the rear for you to travel?
Actually, the trunk space in this car is pretty ample. I mean, you and a guest can travel for 4, 5, 6 days and have plenty of room.
Thank you for bringing it out to Cars and Coffee, and certainly, lots of folks, see him on TV and they don't get a chance to really enjoy him in person. So we appreciate you bringing it out.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here, and thank you for the interview.